Milestone year for me. I've been 30 years in the Crawford College of Art as of this year, and I've kind of like a lot of us worked my way up from casual part-time all the way up through to being course coordinator now and having a lot more, I suppose, a lot more of a role in shaping and promoting the college, and it's really my life now. And I'm in textiles, that's my special field, and I've been pushing textiles as an expressive medium for 30 years in the college. I've been developing courses, and I'm also curating a symposium every spring called Make, and we're now in I think it's our 8th year, and we're actually getting ready to promote Make 2021 next week. So it will be a Zoom event this year, but every year we bring the most amazing people into Cork to highlight our contemporary applied art course, because that's where I am in the Crawford now. We have a course that combines textiles with ceramics and glass, and it gives students an experience of material and making. And I've just been watching the course grow and develop, so that's been very exciting. And I've also started the art textile course, which is for a lot of especially women who are working or who are mothers and they can't come full time. So it's a 2-day-a-week certificate course at degree level. So it's, for a lot of them, it's a stepping stone back into third level. And that's been fantastic. And I have 3 of those graduates now doing MA by research. So just to watch those women come up through a textile path, really, but into kind of the way that it helps them grow as artists. So I suppose that's what I would have to say about myself in the Crawford. And then to see it grow into a university this year has been very exciting. I think that means a lot for our research, for connections we make in Erasmus. We used to have to explain what college meant to some institutions. But now with the university label, I think that helps us, our prestige in research. I actually admit I had to look it up. I know it's a global initiative, and I know I was around when it started, so I know I was around when a lot of women were still struggling, and I know that in parts of the world they still are, but even in the US where I grew up, there were still a lot of issues in the 70s and the 80s that women were battling. And I think in Ireland now, I think I see it really as a way of highlighting the achievements of women, of giving women visibility, of inspiring other women to have confidence, to not be afraid, to get rid of any baggage that they might have had and been given from anyone, and then just to I have to say that's my answer, but I just want to say that I don't think of myself as a woman. I just think of myself as a human being, as an artist pushing, and all artists have a lot of issues with promotion and confidence. I suppose I have heard that female artists are very underrepresented but I've found that, in the Crawford, our management is female, and a lot of our students are female. And there are a lot of very, very powerful women in the art world in Ireland. A lot of the most high-profile visual artists are women. So I think we all have great role models. I've thought a lot about this, and in my own field of textiles, there are generations of women who inspire me. There are great innovators, trailblazers like Annie Albers, who just had a huge exhibition, a retrospective in the Tate Modern. Somebody who had a famous husband, but who fought her own path and her own recognition, and was incredibly influential in the textile design and fine art. And I have a lot of role models that I've actually been able to invite to Cork for Make. People like Leah Cook in California, who was my boss and my teacher, and who came and spoke at Make 2017, which was fantastic for me. But I think just more locally, I would have to say Orla Flynn has been very influential in my life, who came into the Crawford when we needed fresh air, and she breezed in, and it was, I think, her own rise into a position of authority, the way that she kind of brought the rest of us up. That was the most inspiring thing about her, that she listened to people, supported people, and empowered people because she herself had achieved. And I think that's the big lesson she taught me. You know, that women who rise up must bring others up. And I think that's what Orla Flynn gave to the college. A lot of us who were part-time, who were, I think, in the background, she encouraged us to come forward, she listened, she took ideas we'd been kind of nurturing for a while, but not confident enough to push. She said, speak, act, and I will help you. And for me, that's an inspiring woman. That is a very difficult question. I think when you're a teacher, it's all challenging. And I think the recession, where we lost a lot of students, we lost funding, we had to kind of think outside the box, we had to be creative. That's when we decided to create new courses. We tried to find other new ways, like Make, to promote the college, to promote to raise our profile. So I think those kind of challenges, they were things that were happening. I think the current pandemic is a big challenge for our teaching, and it's making us we have to kind of put our creative hats on again. How do we teach differently again? We have to reassess everything that we've done and find new ways of still giving learning and enhancing our curriculum, so that has been a huge challenge this year, and it's ongoing. And I don't know, are we always getting it right? We are trying. I think what I've learned from challenges is working with other people, and that I've been in a lot of kind of cooperative groups. I helped start Cork Textiles Network in the city. That came out of an EU project back in the 90s, and this sort of kind of networks, we have a lot of them we have a European textile network. We had something called Textile Education and Research in Europe. I mean, all of us who were teaching in different colleges could get together and share what we were doing and share projects. So I think something I've learned from challenges is cooperation and getting people around a table. So I think you can't do it on your own. You really need to be able to listen to other people, defer, and collaborate. So challenges, yes, but I think solutions as well. In there. Hi, I'm Pamela Hardesty. I teach in the Crawford College of Art and Design, and I'm here to just welcome you all to Make 2021. It's our annual symposium. We are so happy that we're managing to pull it together this year, and it's online this year. It's on Zoom, and because of that, it's free. It's free to everyone, and you just have to register. And the link is available all over social media or on our website. And we have a different theme every year, and this year we're intersecting with the theater. And it's really great. We're looking at the way objects and performance interact, the way making and acting and theater come together. And because of this, we have these incredible experts from all over the world who are really interested in costume and props and all the things, all the ways that makers can be useful to actors. And it just happens this year that we have 7 incredible speakers. They're all women. And because of this, it wasn't intentional, but it's just great the way we intersect with International Women's Day. And one of them is Donatella Barbieri from the College of Fashion in London. And she's just this incredible researcher and expert on costumes and materiality. We have Ali McLaren from Edinburgh. She's a theater designer and a maker. We have Pilvi Porkola from Finland, and she is also a performance artist, and she's also an expert on objects, even our everyday objects and how they perform for us. And we have another performance artist from Ireland, one of our best performance artists, Anya Phillips, and she's going to talk about the way objects are used in her practice over many years. And we also have Mika Satomi from Berlin. I'm really excited that Mika is here because she actually did a computer science residency in UCC last year in Cork. And she's coming back to us because she's an expert on e-textiles. And it's kind of textile embedded fabrics. And this is very exciting the way she works with performance, because the costumes themselves can actually light up or make noise when the actor moves. So it's kind of like theater of the future, what costumes might offer. And then finally, we have 2 amazing Erasmus colleagues from Lithuania, the Vilnius Academy of Arts, who've done a lot of projects with us. And Agle Bogdaniani and Monica Gracieni are going to talk about the way they use movement in textile design education. And we're also really excited because Monica and Agle also have work in our exhibition, which is going to be on 46 Grand Parade. And this is our body project. And this year in the Crawford, we've had this exchange between textiles and theater in UCC. So my textile students and UCC students have worked together. And this is going to be in the exhibition. It's all opening Friday evening. And if you get a ticket, you can come to our Friday evening launch, and there'll be videos of student work, and it should be really a fun, informal evening. So that's Make 2021. It's objects and performance, and I hope you can all come and join us. Thank you.